All right, ladies and gentlemen of crypto Twitter, the Bankless Nation, and the wider crypto industry, welcome to Top Signal, the crypto show that brings you the same guests and personalities that you all know from the podcasts and videos that you listen to. But instead of information, data, and analysis, Top Signal is entertainment, comedy, and live shitposting. Keeping up with crypto is work, and Top Signal is not that. The only rule that we have at Top Signal is that there is no fact checking. Everything you hear on this show by the guests or the hosts is in a superposition of a shitpost, a psyops, a factual statement, and perhaps the world's best alpha. No one knows because we don't check. I'm David Hoffman. I'm here with my buddy Michael Wong, and we're here to help serve you crypto comfort food. And we got a great show lined up for you guys today, along with some great guests. But before we get to the guests, Michael Wong, how you doing today, man?
What's up, everybody? What's up, Bankless Nation? And welcome to Top Signal. That was super energetic, dude. You got a lot of energy tonight. I want to tell everybody about what Top Signal is going to be about. It's a variety show. From the get-go, I want you to understand the format. We're doing different stuff every day. Today we have a batch of guests I think are going to be perfect for everybody. Everybody loves these dudes. I just got to meet them for the first time. Nobody's ever met in real life, I don't think. But yeah, we're gonna run into it. If you think about Jimmy Fallon, if you think about forgot the dude's name, about the different sketches, let's get into it, Dave.
Yeah, so we got some games that we're going to play, and so this is going to be with some orchestration. There's some good things going on in the background, some plans, some gimmicks, there's some skits that we've got. And first, I think there's a good question as to what we should start with is what the hell is Top Signal? Mike, what the hell is Top Signal?
I think it's an intersection of bullshit. It's an intersection of trying to give crypto a place to kind of relax and kind of unload. I know there's different places people enjoy doing that online, but this is going to be the living room for some of your favorite crypto personalities. And kind of like how on Jimmy Fallon, if a movie star comes on there, he's not talking about the movie to the end. They're doing a bunch of different things. We're going to be doing that stuff with listen, expect us to do stuff like we're trying to bring on a police sketch artist, right? A veteran police sketch artist, 25 years in the force. And we're trying to draw like some of our favorite Anon crypto Twitter account identities based on their tweets. We're trying to run stuff like that, give crypto a place to do things that they haven't done before. You know what I mean? There's no rules, no fact checking. I'm not looking anything up, dude. The things we're saying are hot takes. Invest on it if you want to, but you know what I mean? Like, don't do that. we're just shooting this shit.
Something that is new out of the Top Signal show is that this is actually a Zoom webinar that we are in. We got the Bankless DAO in the audience, in the fans. And when it comes time to call on the audience, it's the Bankless DAO that we will be calling upon. So if you are in the YouTube troll box and if you want to be a participant in the audience, make sure you go to the Bankless DAO Discord, click on the Zoom webinar link because we got a bunch of people in the webinar attendees. And those are the people that if we ever choose to engage with the audience, those are who we are calling upon. Michael Wong, any last things before we get to the show?
Why do you think you can host a crypto comedy show, Dave?
I have no clue, dude. I have this YouTube account that a lot of people subscribe to, and I know how to stream stuff. And I really think that there is a world of content that has not really been breached yet. And actually, the original inspiration came from for Top Signal came out of my Friday live streams with Anthony Sassano, who is one of the guests. You're gonna bring him on in a second. But just the different vibes that you get when you have this unscripted live stream is pretty fun. And I kind of want to bring those vibes with a little bit more intent with some crypto comedy. What about you, Mike? Mike, what makes you think you can host a crypto comedy show?
Listen, nobody knows who I am. That you're watching this, you're like, who's this dude? What's he going to talk about? That's the point, right? You don't need to know. That's Top Signal for you, right? I've been in this game as long as David has been. His path has taken his own path, and thankfully he's taken me along. I'm the person that works at culture. I am the culture chief at Bankless. Get that for a title on my LinkedIn. Thank you. And I got this cool shirt as a payment. So we thought one day while we were in a pool in San Diego, while crypto was literally having, hey, let's make a show where we can shoot the shit and talk about some crazy things. And be a top signal if we want to.
That is the through line, isn't it? All right, guys.
Yeah.
Enough talking about Top Signal on Top Signal. We're going to go ahead and get right into the show. We got a great show lined up for you guys. But first, a moment to talk about some of these fantastic sponsors that make the show possible. Rug pull. Here we go. Alchemix is one of the coolest new DeFi apps on the scene. It introduces self-paying loans, allowing you to spend and save at the same time. Deposit the DAI stablecoin into the Alchemix vault in order to get an advance on the interest it generates. Borrow up to 50% of the total amount of your deposited DAI in the form of ALUSD stablecoin. Here's the craziest part. The loan pays itself back and you cannot be liquidated. Unlock your asset's potential in the ultimate DeFi savings account. And brand new to Alchemix is the ETH Vault, where you can deposit ETH into the application, borrow ALETH against your deposits, while having your advance gradually paid back over time. V2 is rapidly approaching, which will allow for even more collateral types, plus a variety of yield strategies to choose from. Harness the power of Alchemix at alchemix.fi. That's ALCHEMIX.fi. Follow Alchemix on Twitter at AlchemixFI and join the Discord to keep up to date with Alchemix V2 and to get involved in governance. When you shop for plane tickets, you probably use Kayak, Expedia, or Google to compare ticket prices. So why would you limit yourself to just one exchange when you trade crypto? When you make your trades, you want to make sure that you're getting the best possible price on your trade and that you aren't paying high gas costs that you could have otherwise avoided. That's why you should be using Matcha. Matcha routes your orders across all the various DeFi exchanges on Ethereum, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, and gives you the best possible prices without taking any commission. Matcha has smart order routing that splits your order across multiple liquidity sources if Matcha sees that it gets you better pricing. Trading on Matcha is super easy because it pools the liquidity for me into a single easy to use platform, and that has even saved me multiple times from accidentally picking the wrong DEX to trade on and accidentally getting a bad price. Matcha also allows for you to make limit orders on chain so you can set and forget your DeFi trades and they will go through automatically while you're away. New to Matcha is an integrated fiat on-ramp. You can purchase crypto directly with your credit or debit card and have that fiat be instantly traded for any token that has liquidity. When you're making a trade, head over to matcha.xyz/bankless and connect your wallet to start getting the best prices and most liquidity when you trade your crypto assets.
I wasn't lying, guys. I wasn't lying. I brought the hitters today. For our first episode of Top Signal. I'd like to introduce you to everybody. I'd like to introduce everybody to them. First up on this graphic made by Logan Craig is Mr. Kevin Owocki. He is here pictured, he was in Quadratic Lands. He is the inventor and founder of Gitcoin. Everybody knows this gentleman right here. Hello, Kevin Owocki.
Hey, thanks for having me.
That's his voice right there. And DeFi Dad. This is DeFi Dad, everybody. Pictured just by himself. No kid here in this, as seen in his profile picture. We appreciate all of dad. All of our fathers, though. All of our fathers, in some sort of way. He's taught everybody something. If you know a little trick on MetaMask, he probably came from this fellas. Thank you for coming, DeFi Dad. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I'm before we started, I mentioned I'm on a vacation, but it looks like I've been kicked out of the house and I live in my parents' basement. So this is the state of the market we're in right now. We're not quite sure.
Bear markets will do that to you, man.
It could be a vacation home if crypto goes up, but if crypto goes down, this could be the
home.
A kicking spot.
I don't know. Feels like psyops to me.
Okay. He's buying right now, guys. Okay. Last but not least, you might not recognize him without his beard. We couldn't find a good JPEG to put on the graphic without the beard, but here he is, Anthony Sassano in the pixel flesh. Thanks for coming, sir, all the way digitally from across the ocean.
Yeah, I just woke up 20 minutes ago, so
saw your Discord. We saw you online on Discord moments ago. We appreciate that, sir.
Yeah. Woke up for this, so I hope you guys feel special about that.
There you go. Well, you know what? Let's jump right into a game. First and foremost, each of you are gonna get just to get a little bit of color, right? We're gonna introduce you to some of these. Me and David are gonna pitch each of you an ICO, two of them from 2017. One of them is real. One of them's not. So, I forgot that I was supposed to do this with each guest as I was introducing them. So here we're doing it in reverse order. But let's start with Kevin Owocki. David, why don't you show or pitch Kevin Owocki these two ICOs, and let's see if you can determine which one is real.
And
no.
the background on this is that Mike and I actually, Mike hired me at my first crypto job for an ICO advisory agency. And so we got exposure to some really quality, terrible ICOs.
I've made over 100 ICO websites, and how many announcement posts on Bitcoin Talk,
Oh
how
my
much I
God.
paid to get special accounts
So-
on Bitcoin Talk.
This is why you're hosting a podcast called The Top Signal.
You know what I mean? We're rehearsing this,
Nowadays.
dude. If I had any experience in it, it's just top signals. Go ahead, Dave.
All right, so we got Fire Token and we got Carbon. So Fire Token, we'll start with Fire Token. Fire Token is an ICO for a gated forum community that would use token voting to generate a wisdom of the crowd evaluation service for other ICOs. Users would stake the token in correspondence to how legitimate the ICO was. Positive people, you would build up your reputation with positive voting history, and you would be able to show a resume of positively reviewed ICOs, and the reviews would be instantiated and verified by the blockchain. So that's Fire Token.
Wow.
Carbon.
That's
Carbon. This ICO would
Do you have any questions? Wait. Do you have any questions about Fire
further
Token?
questions? Yeah.
I mean, it's like a Ponzi scheme on top of a Ponzi scheme, which makes me think if it's going to exist anywhere, it's crypto.
Quite astute.
Yeah. I don't know. I gotta hear Carbon. We'll compare and
yeah.
contrast them.
Fair.
Carbon. This ICO would give you membership access to an online blockchain-enabled e-commerce store. Owning a token would allow you to own a share of the revenue going through the blockchain. All product reviews would be verified with the blockchain, and all sales would be on a immutable record to Carbon's proprietary blockchain technology.
It's scary how real they both sound.
I was gonna say, all the ICOs use the word blockchain a million times in their pitches back in the day.
Yeah, it's like when what was the food company that changed their name to be like Long Island Blockchain?
Yeah,
Iced Tea,
yes.
and then there's, like,
Mhm.
Yeah, finance is so weird like that. Am I allowed to Google?
No, hell no.
I don't think either of these
No, there's
would show up.
No fact checking on this show.
I Googled both of them and I found both of them already. So I don't know what, like, are they psyops?
One of
Did
these
you
I just
start-
made up.
Everything is just either going all the way the fuck up or all the way the fuck down right now.
I think Fire Token's got to be the real one, just because it seems like something someone would try to do with a prediction market is like use an ICO to predict an ICO. So I think that's the real one.
If I had a ding sound effect, which we will in the future, I would be playing it because Kevin Owocki, that is the correct answer. Nice job.
Good job.
That's also why I gave it to you for a token voting with some sort of reputation system. It felt right to give that one to you.
Look at the intention we
go.
have with our guests. Look at that. Look at that, Dave.
Wow, one for one. You guys gonna beat that, Sassel and DeFi Dad?
Kevin
Can you
Owocki's
beat
got
that?
1 point. Congrats. He's on the board.
Okay. Who's next? I think this is going to Anthony Sassano. Allow me to pitch you Spot Token or Pet Community. All right. Spot Token. Here's my notes. Owning an allotted amount of spot tokens would enable a user to be able to claim parking spots around the world. So this is kind of tokenizing your real estate that you have ownership over as a renter or as an owner. Spot stakers can earn spot from renters, and the treasury for maintaining listed parking spots, like people's driveway, on the marketplace. So that's how spot's generated, and people that stake spot can own or have the ability to list a parking spot on the spot marketplace. Pet Community. This is from a company that makes and wants to make a smart pet collar, a community shared pet data on the blockchain, a decentralized database for pet health data derived from smart collars and manual user entry. So they're also people just putting in my dog took a shit over here, meant to provide a global resource to builders, owners, and healthcare providers, constantly updated resources. The pet token coordinates and incentivizes activities on the Pet Community blockchain. All right, Anthony Sassano, do you have any questions about either of these blockchains projects?
Spot token sounds less real than Pet Community.
Less real?
Well, they both sound like they could have been real. That's the problem, right? It was 2017.
What's real? It's just a white paper and a website.
No, I mean, like, actual kind of like, not completely made up. Obviously, like most of them were made up, or like something that you pulled from 2017. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. It sounds like it's less real because of the fact that you said staking, and staking wasn't really a thing in 2017. As big as it is now, right? It was like master nodes and stuff like that. So I don't know. This is tough. This is so tough. I don't want to lose. I don't want Kevin to have one up on me. Damn. I think spot token's a fake one though.
Okay. Yeah, spot token's a fake one.
Oh yeah.
Spot token was
Take
was Michael Wong's brainchild.
we thought it was a hot play in 2018, but we didn't do anything with it. It was just lived on Discord. All right.
All right.
DeFi Dad.
Nice.
Thank you, sir.
A lot of
Thank
pressure
you.
on this one. Go ahead, Dave.
All right, so first one is Health Sapiens. Health Sapiens is an ICO that will take care of your blockchain-based healthcare records management system, so you could never lose access to your healthcare records. You would use the Health Sapiens blockchain to upload and store your healthcare records in an immutable fashion, and you would use the Health Sapiens token as an incentivization tool to facilitate coordination between doctors and other care providers, as well as your own healthcare records. You could also sell your healthcare data to any buyer of the data, and you would receive Health Sapien tokens for people who wanted to access your health data in order to run research experiments or whatever. I don't know, whatever people do with healthcare data. That is Health Sapiens. FastPass. Now, do you have any questions about Health Sapiens before we move on?
No, I'm just listening to the language because there's like language I've recognized. That's how I know that it's not real, because it's like 2021 language that we all use. So we'll see here. Maybe I'll get this right or wrong. But yeah, tell me about FastPass.
FastPass. FastPass is for the world of autonomous driving cars who need to pass other cars. And you would use the FastPass token in order to pay other cars to move aside so that you could drive through the cars. And so it was literally a fast pass, and you would load up your car with the fast pass tokens, and the autonomous driving vehicle would just send fast pass tokens to other autonomous vehicles in order for them to part and allow you to fast pass. Join the ICO now.
It's scary how real they sound. Like I think FastPass is the fake one, because I want to remember that 2017, like, there wasn't a lot of talk about using tokens with basically Internet of Things. So I think that's the slip up there. But it sounded real. I think FastPass is the fake one.
FastPass was my brainchild that I never decided to ICO in 2017. Wow. So correct.
It's
Health Sapiens is the real ICO that actually happened.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. I brought the hitters. Wow. I told you guys I would bring the hitters. I gave him layups though with that. That was nice. Good job.
Good job, guys. Well done.
In the experimental show, we would have some applause sounds here, guys. You know, come on. We're bootstrapping it. We're bootstrapping it. Okay. Hey, I think we're ready for our first event. That was just a little warm up, a little layup. Excuse me. Crypto fantasy draft.
All right, Mike. I have to explain the rules for the audience.
Okay, folks. So, if this is similar to any sort of draft, if you're familiar with a major league sports draft, especially if you're familiar with a fantasy leagues draft, but if you're not, we're going to be, each of us, all five of us are going to be picking a team. Okay, a roster of 3 team members, and we're not going to be drafting any football players or anything. We're going to be drafting today. The topic is to draft our favorite anonymous crypto Twitter accounts. When you do this and you make your choice for first pick in the first round, you need to make your case to the Top Signal audience, all 22 of us watching this right now, and then also to the other participants on the panel. Okay, we're not voting though. Nobody here is gonna say, "Yo, that's not right. Don't choose that there." We can neg you, but the crypto. We're gonna post this on as a crypto Twitter poll, and we'll let everybody else decide there. Okay, so we're going to be drafting teams. It's also in a snake format. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in the second round, and then again on the third round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fourth round back. Any questions? Any questions?
Did you say it has to be an anonymous account, or can
Yeah,
it be
so
an
this
Anonymous
is-
account. Mm-hmm.
Great opportunity to define the rules. Okay, what's anonymous? Who's anonymous here, right? If they have a podcast and they've shown their face, like who's anonymous? If do we know their voice? I think it should be someone I'm going to only choose people I don't know what they look like. Yeah, I'll try my best on that.
But you can make the argument for somebody that's on the edge. If you want to make the argument for it, like you can do that. It's part of the game.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, I got you. There could be some on the edge that are like they're co-founders of a popular protocol, but they're less like in the media. So yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you're going with that. Should we get started?
I think
Anybody else have any questions? Okay. I have a format here. Let me start populating this. So, it's supposed to be 5 also. Crap. Well, anyways, how do we want to do the order, Dave? Can you dictate it to me?
Yeah, why don't we start with, because on the stream we have Kevin Owocki to the far left, we have DeFi Dad in the middle, then we have Anthony Sassano on the right, and then we have you right above Anthony, and then me to the left. And so I think that should be the order. So I think we should start with Kevin Owocki, followed up by DeFi Dad.
Okay.
So Kevin Owocki, first pick. Who's it going to be? Don't ruin your first pick. It's important.
Oh man, I feel like I got a ringer because I got the first draft, but I'm gonna take Banteg
Banteg.
Nice.
Banteg. All right. All right.
from
Banteg.
Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Why Banteg? You gotta convince us that it's the right pitch.
I respect the ship. I mean, Anon Dev working for Wi-Fi. I mean, he's fucking shipping.
I like
He's
that.
shipping since been shipping. He's like Andre's like not right hand person. Like there's, I don't know. I just think that Banteg is crushing it. I don't know how to pronounce their handle. Banteg.
I think that's right.
But yeah, they're just crushing it. They're shipping so much for Urine, and they rescue other protocols. Like,
I've seen that.
of course, that's going to be my first pick. He's going to rescue me if anything ever bad happens to me in the blockchain.
All right, pretty compelling pick.
There. Future collab, Gitcoin, Banteg collab coming up.
Yeah, there you
Heard
go.
it right here. Top signal, baby.
I hope they're not listening, because if so, I'm going to sound like a total stand for Banteg.
No, they're totally not listening. It's okay.
but,
Nobody's listening. It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, first round overall. First
Banteg,
pick,
off the table.
Banteg, off the table.
All right, Anthony Sassano, who's your pick?
Oh, it's Dad, right? Or you said Sassano?
Oh no, excuse me. It's Dad. It's DeFi Dad. Sorry, apologies.
Is the way I listed it stupid? I'm sorry.
Mine might be on the edge here. So he kind of maintains a pseudo-anonymous identity, but obviously, like, I know him from working at Zapper. He goes by Kryptono Milk. I'm not going to say his first name because he actually does try to maintain like a
Actual
private
anonymity.
identity. Yeah, but he's a co-founder and he's basically CTO of Zapper. This guy, he builds everything, and he's got that like personality where you're like, hey man, can you like build a rocket ship? And he's like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like I'll just do it over the weekend. So yeah, I would nominate him, even though I'm probably a little biased just working with him. So.
Yeah, a little bit. What value are we getting from his Twitter though? Let's take a look. Did I spell it right here?
So he does comment, but he tends to be like, he's in the Bantig category. Like, you know, he's like one of those few people who has coded smart contracts where more than $1 billion has moved through it. So yeah, it's Kryptono Milk is his. Did
I get that right?
Yep. Yeah. You got it. Oh,
You have to work on that URL real quick.
Let me find it for you.
All right, let's.
Pain. Sorry, we'll move on.
All right.
And no E in Banteg, Michael Wong. Just the G.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right, Sass, you're up, baby.
I mean, for my first pick, I'm going to pick Tetranode. This guy is the ultimate ETH Chad. He sets bottoms. He saves us from the depths of hell with the ETH price. If I had to pick anyone to be on my squad, anyone anonymous, it would be Tetranode for sure. I mean, I don't know how many people follow him, but he is hilarious. I'm assuming it's a he because like he's one of the ones that are like truly anonymous. So I'm just assuming here it's a he, and I don't think anyone really knows who he is, but yeah, he's just hilarious on Twitter. He's like a pure ETH maxi, and I mean, he's not a LARP either. He actually is has like a 9-figure net worth, I think. From what I've seen, like I'm pretty sure you can see it on chain. So yeah, that's my first pick.
Solid first pick. I think it's kind of a mic drop pick if you ask me, but I won't shill my opponent too hard. All right, Michael Wong, you're up.
Wow, it's in the style of Tetranode. The guy, I don't want to assume the gender of this account. I am so appreciative of anti-pro synthesis. And yeah, anti-pro synthesis.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you for lifting everybody up with your retweets. We need to see that. You gave me some followers. They needed to see that. I appreciate you, anti-pro synthesis. Thank you for your ETH Chadness, as Sass said. You show us the things I want to see inside of my little echo chamber that is my timeline. So thank you so much for that. Anti-pro synthesis. If you're an ETH person, you love their retweets. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you can call him anti-pro for sure. That's how everyone knows you know him. Anti-pro.
Wow. Well, he's on my team now, so I don't know. I'm not on anti-pro basis with him yet, but all right.
All right, you guys ready for mine? It's got to go with Degen Spartan. Who else, man? Who else?
Yeah.
He single-handedly.
I am surprised no one said that.
It single-handedly ended the bear market.
Deep into the first round somehow.
Mm-hmm. You hate him and you love him all at the same time. He's definitely one of the inspirations for the line of superposition between psyops or the best alpha you've ever seen. He's a creative Twitter account where like if you follow his tweets, you really have to think about his tweets. Like, oh, am I getting psyoped or am I getting alpha? Like, I don't really know. And he teaches you like through that form. He teaches you how to navigate crypto Twitter. Also, he got in at Synthetics in well under $1 and memed it straight to $7, and then didn't even go far enough. Degen Spartan. Degen Spartan, good team member. Thanks, Degen, for being on my team.
Also known as G. Yes, I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, I get 2. Oh, okay. In that case.
So okay, hey, wait. That concludes the first round. Mm-hmm. Okay, so first pick overall, Kevin Owocki, Bantay. DeFi Dad chose Zapper co-founder Crypto No Milk.
I screwed up. I can see the trend of this. I was like, I want to like build the future of DeFi. I choose Crypto No Milk.
Yeah, bro. No, I got you. No, that was dope for that. But yeah, no, that was you could have got that in the third round probably. It's okay.
Hey, it's all right. My Anon account could beat up your Anon account.
Yeah.
We got Tetranode from Sass, Anti-Pro from me, and David chose G. Go ahead and pick the first pick of the second round, David.
I'm going to have to go with... Oh, gosh, I just lost it.
Take some time. Take your time.
Guess I'll go with Loomdart. I'm going to go with Loomdart. Because we're talking about crypto Twitter personalities. Like, what the hell? He's a couch slurping the dip with laser eyes, and it's Loomdart. Like... He's a crypto Twitter personality. Like, what else does he do other than be a crypto Twitter personality? So
it's true. I saw what he looked like in real life, though. So like, it kind of kills it for me. You know what I mean? He had an admin reveal once, and yeah.
Everyone knows what he looks like now. I think there's pictures of him everywhere now. But
no.
Still, I think it counts.
Anon crypto Twitter account for sure.
Okay.
He was Anon for a lot longer than he's been known for, so I think it counts.
Mm-hmm. And that's my pick. Anon crypto or Loomdart.
Okay.
Pump it, Loomdart.
Yeah, we like that. This is gonna be semi-controversial, potentially. We'll see what people have to say about it. But if you were around last DeFi summer, you know this person. You appreciate this person, and for all the work that they did for us that summer. I'm gonna have to say, Blue Kirby.
Blue Kirby.
Oh God.
I thought you were about to say
Yeah.
Andre. You were about to get in a fight
It
as
could
to
have been so many different
whether
people.
he's anonymous or not.
No, it's not. I would not say Andre there. I'm gonna say Blue Kirby for specifically Yiffy from price I bought to price I sold that summer. Thank you so much for that.
He also rugged in the end, but anyway.
He did rug. He did, yeah.
Right.
So it sounds like you're picking him because you got out before he rugged you.
Man, the people who are gonna vote for me, they know what kind of value to derive from it. I also just respect the hustle, dude. Respect the hustle from someone who hella, you know why. So respect the hustle. I respect the hustler, but do not respect the rug. All right, go ahead, Dad.
Or is it?
I think it's
Anthony?
me now. Yeah, I think it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy next pick, Chainlink God, the link
God.
chat.
Oh, God, you took it. Oh,
This
damn it.
guy, I mean, if you're going into war against anyone that's saying anything remotely bad about Chainlink, this is the guy that you want. And he's my favorite follow because I don't need to follow anyone else to get the Chainlink alpha. If I want to know what's going on, I just follow Chainlink God. And not only on Chainlink, but he knows a lot about Ethereum and a lot about just like a lot of other stuff happening. And generally, I view him as like the kind of like my maxi mirror, where like I would be considered an ETH maxi, he's a Link maxi, and he just goes to fight for Link like I would go to fight for ETH. So yeah, he's my second pick.
He is a great representation of the community. Yeah, I love the guy too. I'm gonna go with mine's pretty easy. I was gonna pick Hasu. I mean, he's just he's brilliant.
Damn, that was hot.
Yeah.
He's he's one of those people too who he maintained an anonymous persona, and he's just smarter than most people in our community.
Than everyone, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say that about most people. Just have like an expertise that they focus on, and they become better and better at whatever they do. But he is just scary good at everything, and I would definitely credit him with some of the growth of the crypto industry as a whole over the last few years. But he definitely was one of the few brave Bitcoiners who saw the light with what was going on with Ethereum. And I mean, he's really become one of like the best educators of Ethereum and DeFi now. So thank you, Hasu.
Yeah.
Deep into the second round, Hasu got. Wow, that was a snipe.
No, that was a mistake. Yes, he should have been like first or second pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good snipe.
Yeah.
He's no Cryptono
makes up
though,
for your
but-
first round pick.
You know what's it's funny thing about Hasu is that like I totally agree with you. He's an amazing pick, but for some reason in my mind, he doesn't strike me as like the Anon crew
Right,
that
that's
like
true.
Tetranode and
Yeah.
Chainlink got. Like I think of the Anon as like the meme accounts.
Well, yeah, I mean, doesn't Housey work at like Paradigm or something? I think I saw that
No,
somewhere.
he's independent, but he helps out
Okay.
Paradigm. I think like with writing blog posts and research for them. Yeah.
Okay. I thought he was a researcher at Paradigm.
I mean, Tetranode will talk about like the wealth that he has, and he's one of the few people I actually believe. Most people I think are full of shit, but he's just he's like a whale beyond a whale at this point. I'm imagining he's still at 9 figures while prices are where they're at. So could be one of our first trillionaires, anonymous trillionaires.
He slurps the Dipperino, my friend. He slurping it up.
Where did that meme come from?
Dude,
like-
Anon CT, like where all these beautiful shit memes come from.
That's a new one too. I haven't seen it more than like 3 days ago.
Yeah, it's kind of fresh.
This is why bear markets, down markets are good because the memes are just so much
The
better.
memes are
Shared
fantastic.
cope is better than shared hope.
Whew. Wow, nice one. Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
That's the kind of content you're getting on Top Signal, folks. Let's round out the second round, Kevin Owocki.
Inverse bra.
You fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
People keep on tagging him in my mentions, and I don't know what it is. Like I keep saying things, and people just keep tagging Inverse bra. What is that?
That's it. That's the joke. Like the joke's over. After you see it, the joke's already over.
Exactly. Good
All
pick.
right.
So let's round. Let me recap. David chose Loom Dart for the first pick of the second round. I chose Blue Kirby. You know why? Chainlink God, the Summoner, Hasu, so deep into the second round. Great pick. And Inverse Bra. I think that is squarely a great second round pick to round it out. Yeah, if you see him in your mention, someone's dissing you. Go ahead and pick. That's right.
Oh wait, that's what it is. Oh no, I'm gonna have a meltdown in front of all these people.
And they could also be dissing themselves trying to inverse brawl somebody, so that happens.
Yeah.
All right, so let's round out your team here, sir. Who's the last pick in the third round, or your first pick in the first?
Okay, I'm gonna start what I'm gonna hope is a precedent by just having a total shit post for my third pick, because it's the third pick. Who cares?
Passion pick.
And-
Passion pick.
Passion pick. And this one only has 150 followers, so I'm going weird
Oh,
and
wow.
esoteric with it.
Wow.
It's called
Not after this.
it's called Zuko Googling, and it's just a Twitter account of like. Do you guys know? No, Zuko Zooko is the founder of Zcash, and he's like this famous like privacy nerd and like and like carnivore. So it's all just like things he would be Googling, like zero knowledge meat distribution, like just stupid stuff like that. So I don't know, only 150 followers. I feel like I'll have pumped it if he gets up to 160 tonight. Zuko Googling.
Oh my god. That's
awesome.
way too good.
You go Google. Okay, Mr. Dad.
It's funny because I had this like ongoing list here, but I was thinking about like drafting people that would like ensure that DeFi, Ethereum, crypto like is successful. And I've realized I was failing at what the task is here. So one of the most obvious picks, which oddly enough is here on, this is called Up Only again? That's the name of the show? Is that
No, this is the other one. The other one. This is the other one.
the other one, whatever the other one is. No, man, I would pick Kobe. I think he's actually done all of this
I don't
good in
think
the
he's
past.
Anon. He's not Anon.
I don't know if we could choose that. So this is where the
I don't
group's
think-
like, yo, I don't think that's Anon.
No.
He
that's not
cannot
Anon.
count. All right,
But
well, I
he's
got it in.
he's pioneered so much crypto content stuff, you know? We should let him on just for that.
Yeah.
You're right.
He was kind of. I mean,
He was.
don't know if he was ever Anon.
right?
no, I don't know if he ever was because
Uh,
like he had his other account, and he'd been on Max Kaiser's show back in like the really early days. Because he was
really?
actually one of the founders
He's
of
OG,
Max
yeah.
Coin. Like he.
Oh, he
yeah,
was?
he's like,
Oh, wow.
yeah. There's a video clip of him going on to Max Kaiser's show and talking about it. So I don't know if he was ever actually Anon.
Okay, we respect your work.
Wow. Yeah. Didn't realize. You know, but I'll throw in our friend DC investor. I think he does.
No, no.
Oh,
we know
what?
his name. Off top. His name's Off Top, and I've seen his face.
Now, I would.
See, also docs.
I wouldn't dig into DC Investor's NFT portfolio. I'm pretty sure that's going to zero, but of his portfolio, I do admire.
I think
no,
you're
sir, you're cheating. You cannot cheat.
you're choosing non-Enon so you can get more than one pick.
There's literally just one rule, bro. It's that they're anonymous. That's the only rule.
Am I like? Are these like people that I just don't know the name of? Everyone
It can
else.
also just not be.
Wait, you don't know DC Investor's name?
This is your truth.
Don't. Yeah, I don't.
It's half tub. He had it on his Twitter for like ages.
What looks like? Do I still need to pick one
Yeah,
more?
you
Is
still
this-
need to pick. You're still up, dude.
You can go in with two, but like my boy
God.
Tetranode is gonna
I got
handicap
one.
the shit out of you.
You could.
I'll stick with my legit list of like builders and educators. I love Scoopy Troubles.
I was
love-
gonna say Scoopy. Nice.
I think
Scoopy.
he's a really good one, and it just if you haven't learned about Alchemix,
Yep.
I personally do not hold any ALCX bags, but I just love the way that Alchemix works with self-paying loans. So check that out.
Nice. Also, our sponsor. Thank you for that.
Also,
Yeah,
also our
just
sponsor.
He just posted something like the other day. It was like, I like sex, or sex is great. And I texted Dave. I was like, I love our sponsors, man. Like this is just best top signal sponsors in the game. We appreciate it. Thank you very much, Scoopy. All right, Sass, with your last pick for the third round.
Yeah, so if you're going into a yield farm and you've got Tetranode and Chainlink God backing you up, they're going to suck out all the yield. They're going to bring the whale power. You're going to need someone to check that those smart contracts are safe. So my boy Samson is my third pick.
Jeez,
That's
fuck
a
outta
good
here.
pick.
Fuck outta here.
Is,
Like
is
that?
Sam Anon? His name is
Yeah.
in his Twitter account.
That's not. That's
No,
not his
no,
name.
no one. No
That's
one
not
knows
his
who he
name.
is. Even on Paradigm's site, his picture is like his anime picture. It's not. No one knows who he is. Like out of us, I assume. But I assume Paradigm probably does. But he's Anon for sure. Sam's son, Sam CZ's son, is his Twitter handle.
I was just figured that was his name.
I mean,
Yeah,
it could be his
guess.
name, but like, no one. Do you know who he is?
Yeah,
Can you show me a
are
picture of
you
him?
sure about that? Are you sure that's his
Yeah,
name,
you sure it's
Kevin?
his name? It says CZ in it. He's the CEO of Binance, and he's been psyopsing us this whole time.
Wow. That's a long con.
SUN.
Okay, thank you. I don't know this dude, but we'll
You don't
find
know
out after
Sam's
this.
son? Wow.
Not
You've
yet.
never
Not
been
yet.
rugged before, sir.
Oh, there you go.
He's the hero we
he
didn't
doesn't rug
deserve.
people. He saves people from being rugged.
You know that Futurama episode where the line is like, if God is talking to Bender and he's like, well, if you do things right, people won't know that you've done anything at all. That's Sam. That's Sam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's the you up guy. Like if you get a Telegram message from Sam and you're like
answer
a
it.
founder of a DeFi protocol and he says
Oh,
you
you
up,
don't. Oh, white hat type energy. Oh yeah, no.
yeah, you want to be up.
Yeah,
okay.
You're getting up immediately.
Understand. Okay, it's my turn. I'm feeling. I was gonna pick Scoopy here. I did not think Dad was gonna pick that, especially with the third
Mhm.
bullet in the chamber.
You're running out of guesses, huh?
No, I have one like to fall back on, and okay, I'm gonna use it. First episode. I'm gonna call out. I'm a sandwich. You don't know this person. Maybe DeFi Dad does. I'm a sandwich. I'm a sandwich is a dev on Zapper, and I appreciate you because one day I bought Ren Doge on Polygon, and it wasn't showing up, and I tweeted at you, and you literally DM me like, oh, let me do that real quick. Thank you for doing that. This is the power of Zapper. Is dudes like that or people like that. I'm a sandwich.
He's a really good one. He's so responsive. Like he's one of the few devs that's like always in our support and just he's one of the best. Good pick.
And he's
Yeah, thank
literally
you.
a sandwich.
You know I'm a sandwich
on his Twitter account. It's actually a sandwich.
Yeah, he's a sandwich. So, all right, Dave, let's round out this game.
All
It's gone
right.
on very.
He's been with us through 2017. He went through the 2018, 2019 bear market with us. He feels a little bit like comfort food on Twitter. You got to go with the Wolf of Ethereum, Luca.
Oh, good pick.
Yeah, Wolf of Ethereum.
Yeah. He's definitely like the ETH Maxi's ETH Maxi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The anti-pros like cousin, I would say, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got these.
Yeah.
He's got these LYX token bags that he really shills. But other than that, full blown ETH Maxi left and right, man. And that's my lineup.
Good game, folks. That was our first crypto draft.
GG.
of Top Signal. GG. I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm gonna fix it up. We'll let crypto Twitter decide later on. Dave, did we run into the next one? Should we just do it?
Let's keep on going, man. Let's keep on doing it.
All right, we're powering right through around the horn. So, take a breath, everybody. We just finished the draft. Good job, everybody, and all the participants. Around the horn, we're gonna get hot takes on a number of topics. Just like if you've seen the ESPN show, a lot like that. I'm gonna moderate. Everybody else, Sass, DeFi Dad, Kevin, and David. I'm gonna show a prompt on the screen, and everybody's gonna have 30 seconds to respond to that prompt. And so it's going to go in order of, I guess we're going to go in this order since I wrote it this way. Sass, DeFi Dad, David, and Kevin. And then just keep going around. Yeah. So again, I'll have a prompt on the screen. We're going to play the thing for 30 seconds. You guys are going to have hot takes. You can respond to each other's takes. Try and be polarizing. That's kind of the point of the game here. You don't have to be. And we're all going to decide. The DAO chat is going to decide inside of the chat who should win the round, and we're gonna right here. I'll add a point to your score, and whoever wins at the end gets to shill whatever they want at the end of the game for 30 seconds. Whatever you want. It could be non-crypto related if you want it to be. Okay.
Before we get started, I would like to say that Googling Zuko apparently has gotten over 10 followers in the last few minutes, according to
Wow.
Daniel from Bankless
Yes.
DAO. Thanks, Daniel.
Top
There we
Signal,
go.
baby. That's the Top Signal effect. Sponsors. Take a
Top
look.
signal hug.
Take a note. That's the Top Signal effect, baby. All right. I don't know that. I'm just gonna do the timer on my phone, but let's start. First question to Sass. You have 30 seconds. How long will the DeFi, or sorry, will the NFT bear market last?
I mean, I don't even know if it's like a bear market. There's still a lot of stuff going on in the NFT space, but in terms of like what happened during, I guess, like the real mania with NFTs, it's come down a lot. But I think that the NFT kind of like bull market, whatever you want to call it, was a consequence of everyone making a lot of money. So it was going to last until people make a lot of money again from, ETH, DeFi assets, whatever other crypto assets. Then they're going to come back and feel all rich, and they're going to like ape into all these random NFTs. They got no idea what they're doing, but they're like, I'm going to buy this because this is cool. And then that's when we're going to get another NFT bull market. So yeah.
Nice. Okay. What do you have to say to that, DeFi Dad?
Yeah, I don't think that NFTs are in the type of bear market that the rest of the crypto market is used to experiencing. So the NFT market, I mean, was always less liquid. I think it's still like exponentially more liquid than it was a few years ago. So, it's going to be another blip. Like you're going to look back and look at the dip and say, Jesus, like, that was such a we didn't appreciate like how early we were with NFTs. That being said, though, I have little to no exposure to NFTs.
Yeah, you're done. Your time's done. There you go. You go. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you guys know this, but NFTs stand for non-fungible tokens. That means that they're all different from each other. And so I think that there's going to be some NFTs that the bear market lasts forever until the heat death of the universe. They will go to zero and they will be bad. But if you have a brand, a following, and you know how to engage them, and you do a good job of telling stories, creating luscious entropy with your art, then you're going to see an NFT bull market very, very soon, my friends.
Ooh, nice. My friend, I'm David. Wrap it up for us.
What's with all these goddamn bulls on this show? Dude, the NFTs are going down, man. Like the NFT market it bottoms. I'm going to tell you, this is the alpha for the show. It bottoms the moment I buy my first CryptoPunk. And then it's going up. But until then, like the NFT show is over. Like dump your bags, like sell it all. And then I'm going to get my first CryptoPunk. Yeah.
Hot. What does the chat have to say right now? It's blowing up.
What's the opposite of pump it loom dart? Like dump it David, I think is what we just heard.
Hey, I didn't say I was bullish. I just said that I don't think that, it's in like a traditional bear market like everyone thinks it is. I think heat death of the universe is pretty bearish for some NFTs, to be honest. So, see, David is just like a bear in bull's clothing because he wants to get a cheap CryptoPunk. So
Allegedly.
In the future, I'm going to be giving points just to everybody at different times, not just at the end of the round. That would be a perfect example. I'm going to give the point here to Kevin. I liked what you said about both sides of the coin. There's still so much opportunity for people if they really have an audience to sell NFTs to. It's not just a free man's game. Next, the news. Mark Cuban regrets not doing the math on Titan crypto investment as team denies rug pull. So, we love Mark Cuban on the Bankless podcast. Gentlemen, days after he posts a bullish blog post about yield farming and liquidity pools, gets rugged himself. What do you have to say to that? Let's start with this one. Let's start with Kevin.
Sorry, Mark who?
Wow. Do you yield the rest of your time,
Kevin just gave 10 seconds to that joke.
What if I just let it sit for the rest of the time? I think if you're a fucking billionaire, like you can afford to get rugged once or twice to learn. Like the rest of us get rugged with I got rugged with like $1,000, and that's how I learned. He's a billionaire and he got rugged with $1 million. Like it's all proportional.
Okay. What do you have to say, DeFi Dad?
Is that how much he lost? $1 million? Does anyone
I don't
know?
think anyone knows, but
I just made that up. I'm just assuming he
it was $1 million. It was $1 million. He lost $1 million. Let's go with it.
My answer is easy. Mark Cuban, who is an investor in Zapper, I have no comment. I mean, I wouldn't presume to know what Mark was thinking, but I respect whatever decisions he makes and what mistakes he makes. And I yield the rest of my time to the next person.
Excellent answer. Let's go, David, on this one. Let Sass wrap it up after you.
Oh, Mark Cuban, we want you on the show eventually. But congratulations on getting your cherry popped in the world of DeFi. you're just got the battle scars like us, like the rest of us. The calling for regulation, controversial move, sir. Like that's read the room. Read the room that you're in. Like no. Like take responsibility for your rug pulls, sir. And I yield my 2 seconds.
Sass, do you have anything to say about the Mark Cuban, the last part of what David just said there?
I mean, getting rugged in DeFi is a rite of passage. If you haven't been rugged, you haven't done DeFi. So yeah, it doesn't matter how much you've been rugged for. I guess like it's proportional for sure. But also, yeah, calling for regulation, hilarious. Like that's just like the typical thing that people do, right? They go into something that they didn't really know about. They get rugged and they lose money and they're like, oh, we need to regulate everything. Well, this is how we get shitty financial regulations, Mark Cuban. I hope you're listening to me. We don't want this.
Right. Okay.
Someone should really do something about how bad my decision making is. Someone else should do something about it though.
Yeah, but only when you lose money. If you make money, it's all on you. If you lose money, well then it's the government's fault.
Okay, DeFi Dad gets the points for that round. No doubt about it.
This is so arbitrary. I've got no idea what judging criteria even is here.
There's none.
Kevin, I'm so sorry I had to bring up this question.
Why does Paradigm invest in valueless governance tokens?
Let's start with Sassano on that one.
That.
I don't even know what to say.
30 seconds though.
they really believe in holding valueless governance tokens. I mean, who doesn't want to hold them? They're not worth anything. They don't do anything, and everyone should have a valueless governance token in their life. Mm-hmm. So I think that they're just trying to be like all of us, trying to relate to us. So yeah, they invest in those to be on that level.
Sass, we're gonna end it there. You get the point for that one. I don't think we need to go any further. Thank you for wearing that one for us. Let's go to the next one. This is cool. Jay-Z puts a crypto NFT, CryptoPunk NFT as his Twitter profile picture NFT. Well, I don't think they need to add that last part, but and I think shortly after this, he was on a Twitter space with Jack, talking about NFTs and music. Let's see. We should talk about this first. David, why don't you start us off?
This is the top signal, man. This is Jay-Z's got the CryptoPunks. Like it's time to sell. Like what more of a signal do you want? Like dump your bags. This is the time that you get to dump on Jay-Z and you get to say like, oh yeah, I dumped my CryptoPunk bags on Jay-Z. Like I don't know what more of a signal that I can give you guys. Yield my time.
He's talking to specifically whoever has the blonde NFT, CryptoPunk,
the one with the gold necklace. That one. Dump that one.
Okay. DeFi Dad.
I've been worried about the same thing. Like, is this like yet another top signal? I will say, this is a reminder that NFTs actually bring culture to Ethereum, and that's one of the things that really sets us apart from everyone. Like, this is why so many musicians and artists and creatives are getting involved. So my mind was blown. It's probably one of the best tweets I've put out in the past year in terms of like impressions, like whatever. I noticed it and was like, holy shit, he's got a CryptoPunk. So thanks, Daisy.
Slight flex on the alpha drop. Thanks for that, DeFi Dad. Yeah. Kevin.
Well, I think it's nice that he has a CryptoPunk, but what I want to know is why doesn't he have an ENS name, Mike Dermatis? Like, why can't you just buy JZ.ETH and then hold it ransom until he tweets about you and then give it to him then? Like, pretty standard playbook for Mike. Why doesn't he have an ENS name, Mike? Wow. I yield my time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Sass, please give us 30 seconds on Jay-Z NFT.
No, I just want to make one edit to this title. It should say Jay-Z's Twitter intern changes his profile picture to an NFT.
Ooh.
That's it. I yield my time.
Give me the point.
Wow. I gotta give that one to Kevin. I gotta give that one to Kevin.
David's getting destroyed.
We're talking not on the board.
We're talking about culture here. I loved he pulled an ENS. That was super strong. That's the NFT to have right now. Okay, this is a good one. David, maybe you can get this one. And you'll start us off. What's the most bullish, unexpected thing that could happen to Ethereum this year? Make it up. Make it up. You got 30 seconds.
Shit. The Federal Reserve starts to tap into DeFi to get yield on their dollars, and bonds actually start pumping because the yield on the dollars are so strong because of DeFi. And for some reason, there's enough demand. It triggers actually a demand loop because the Federal Reserve is getting yield in DeFi. All of a sudden, DeFi is legitimized. And the Federal Reserve actually fixes its balance sheet issues, and bonds actually start appreciating. And then Bitcoin just drops to fucking zero because everyone realizes we don't need it anymore.
Wow, straight bullet.
Oh shit! Just give him the point. Just give him the point.
Okay. Does anybody want to go next?
I was just gonna say that if El Salvador, removes BTC as legal tender and replaces it with ETH as legal tender, that's the most unexpected thing and the most bullish thing, I would think.
Happens
I yield
right
most of
after
my time.
my thing happens.
Yeah, exactly.
That's strong. Okay. Kevin Owocki.
I think every new technology is pushed forward by pornography, and so I would like to see Spank Chain get a ton of adoption, like replace Pornhub.
But you were going to say you're going to do something to lead this effort, Kevin. That's where you were going with this.
I'm still holding my Spank bags. Isn't that enough?
Spank was the only ICO I actually invested in 2017.
There you go.
I dumped my bags. Sorry.
Metronome, bro. What are you talking about? Metronome, bro. On the plane, bro.
Oh, that's right. Well, no, the
Metronome on the plane, bro.
transaction never went through.
Oh god.
Okay. Wrap it up for us, DeFi Dad.
Man, there's so many things that have already happened that I just never thought would, and I actually continue to be blown away by the billionaires that are chiming in, who are like very vocal about Ethereum being a potentially better investment or with more upside than Bitcoin. And so I don't have to like imagine it. Like I think Carl Icahn having come out, and I was joking around earlier about Mark Cuban, but like Mark continues to be one of our best allies. So you got to pump that to the mainstream and help people like start to dig into like why we're legit. So yeah, that's it.
I love the answer. All right, let's see what the chat has to say here. Anything?
Chat, any opinions on who gets the point there?
Any opinion on who gets that one?
I mean, I feel like we have to give a pity point to David.
Yeah,
just so
come
he
on,
doesn't feel
come on.
left out.
That was at least an entertaining
actually-
story.
It was
actually a decent
a
answer,
creative
too.
answer.
Good
Yeah.
story.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks.
All right, yeah. Crowdsourced.
Dave's not getting
And-
left behind.
All right, here's the next one and the last one. Who is crypto person of the year? Who is crypto person of the year? And let's start with Dad.
God, man, that's so hard. Oh, I have too many people I want to call out there. I actually would Kevin Owocki, I believe that we would still have been in a bear market if it weren't for Gitcoin and the quadratic funding and just all the work that you guys did. So it might be I'm leaving out some other obvious folks, but I cannot thank Gitcoin enough. So you my man, you are my person of the year.
Nice.
Kevin,
man.
you made a
That's
proud
what you said.
dad.
Proud Dad. Nice.
Proud Dad.
Dave.
Fred, Dad. Quadratic funding, I have to say, is not my idea. We're just standing on the shoulders of giants. But thanks, that's very nice of you.
He quoted that from another podcast on the Bankless podcast. I heard that. Kevin, why don't you go next? And you don't have to pick DeFi Dad.
But if you don't, it would be weird. So here I am.
Oh
Go
man,
ahead.
crypto person of the year.
Yeah, other than DeFi Dad.
Oh man, this is such a hard decision. I guess it's not this year, but I've just really loved watching Sushi Swap and like the vampire attack, and so 0x Maki, just for the reasons of like he's so horrible, but like the fireworks were amazing. So I guess that was in the last 12 months, but maybe not in 2021. But I'm
Nomi.
gonna go with, it was Nomi. Yeah, Nomi. Chef Nomi. Like
You
what
like Maki.
fireworks?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, to clarify, if anyone heard that it's Nomi bad, Xerox Mach.
Yeah.
We like Xerox Mackie.
Yeah. Perfect. All right.
All right,
Sass.
Chef Name then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is like the hardest question ever. But if I had to just think of something off the top of my head that basically has caused like euphoria and divide and just like pure shit posting all the time, and it's DJ Sparta because he has managed to piss off absolutely everyone, and then nope out while sitting on massive bags that he dumped at the top. So yeah, it has to go to him for someone who's just like fun to. I mean, he's just if you just take him non-seriously, just take him as a joke and a shit poster with a lot of actual alpha sprinkled in. He's a fun guy.
Super choice there, David. If you don't pick the person I think you're gonna pick, go ahead.
Dude, I actually DM'd Michael to say make me go next because I thought Sassel was gonna rug me, but he didn't. But Justin Drake is the absolute crypto person of the year. There's like 1,000 people on Twitter that have the bat signal ultrasound money emojis in their names. The ultrasound money meme just skyrocketed into public consciousness. It's the first successful meme that just like made it all the way to like CNBC. It went from the Bankless podcast to CNBC in like 2 months or even less, like 6 weeks. And it was older than that, but like it wasn't until the Bankless podcast where the ultrasound money meme became what it was. And yeah, Justin Drake just completely changed the game with the narrative around Ethereum. Crypto person of the year.
Wow. That's a great choice. And
I think the point's got to go to David for that.
Thank you.
Like that's a dope choice.
Yeah, I thought Sazzle. I was just on the edge of my seat, like ready for Sazzle to say to say Justin Drake. I was
Sorry, I didn't get your
this
DM.
show's fucking over.
Actually, just give us all a point. Like fuck it, who cares?
Fucking yeah. Let's just money printer, baby.
Inflation. These points are going. They're getting inflated. All right, David. We're gonna fight to the death for the ultimate championship.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Do we need a
That would be
tiebreaker?
hot. Yeah. What's the tiebreaker, Dave? Or Sass? Anybody have a tiebreaker? I wasn't ready for this.
Oh, you guys are the hosts. I'm gonna rug you until you have to come with it.
I think Kevin just gets invited back for a fight to the death.
I think Kevin gets the win.
I'll be like that guy on Jeopardy who won several of them, but like way less talented.
Oh, what's his name? He won the most money, but was like is not or not the James. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That guy.
Can we pin Kevin while he gets his 30 seconds?
Yeah, sure.
All right, go ahead and take 30 seconds to talk about whatever you want. You have the spotlight on you. Go ahead, Kevin.
Oh man, I would have planned something if I had known I was gonna get a 30-second monologue. Open source is good. Let's regen all the degens. Public goods are good.
Gitcoin grants round 10 is still on. If you haven't done it yet, go do so.
I should talk my own book. Yeah. Fund open source on Gitcoin grants until Thursday night at midnight.
3, 2, 1. Nice. All right.
I don't have to show Gitcoin grants because you all do it for me on Twitter all the time. So I've like forgotten. I'm out of practice.
All right, Dave. That wraps up the portion for our guest today. I hope everybody enjoyed their time on the Top Signal show today, guest wise. And thank you for participating in what was a very experimental show in the crypto world, especially. So, yeah, what do you have to say, Dave?
Yeah, thanks everyone for being here. Like Mike said, this is an experiment. We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants, but because crypto culture is tight and because we brought on really awesome guests, it's going to be a fun show no matter what. So Kevin Owocki, Anthony Sassano, DeFi Dad, thanks for being our first guest on this first experimental show, and I hope things only go up from here until we reach the top. Because it's this top signal.
Guys, where is Kobe in ledger status, though? Seriously. I'm just so confused. Thanks for having us, guys. It was really fun.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
All right, guys. Let us know what you think. Both you guys, the guests, and also people, the viewers and listeners. Let us know what worked, what didn't work. We want to improve and refine this. We have some infrastructure coming. I'm gonna have some like DJ stuff or some sound effects. We're gonna get more creative here. This was pretty bare bones, but at least we know we can do it. So once again, thanks everyone for joining Top Signal, and we will be back with episode 2.
Yeah,
later.
We had fun. Because we have sponsors. Thank you for those. Thank you.
Everyone.
Peace, everyone.